So in this video, we're going to show you how to edit and modify the pages for your Instant Ecom funnel. So we'll just briefly look at the graphic that we've got here. We can see that we need to create pages for the product, for the upsell, the thank you. In addition to this, we've also got a page for the policies. Okay, so let's jump ahead to the login. We'll get inside and we'll show you how to start building these pages. Okay, so we're now logged in. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna create our funnel, and then we can create the pages within the funnel. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a name for our funnel. I'm just gonna call mine demo. I'm gonna click on the create funnel page button, Then that basically adds that funnel to the list below. So if you had additional funnels, they would be listed below. So remember to always name it correctly so you know exactly what the funnel is about. Obviously, ideally name it the product, then you can just click on it. This takes us within it, and here you can see that there's a menu across the top for the different types of pages that can be added. And beneath it says there are no pages because we haven't created anything yet. So we need to create one of either an add free shipping page or an add just pay shipping page. We need to create two upgrade offers, as we spoke about in the previous video. Depending on whether they go with the order bump, they're going to be sent to one of two upgrade pages. So we can put in the correct buttons, and then we've got a thank you page and we've got the privacy policy page. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the add policy page. I'm just going to click that there, and I'm going to go with a name. So you can do the same. You can type in your name of what you want to call the page, because once you go back within your funnel, you want to be able to identify which pages are what. Okay, so remember to call this the product and what the page is, so you know exactly what this is. Then when you go through the policy, it's very generic, but there are a lot of things that you need to go through and edit. Email addresses, names, addresses, things like that. So what we've done, we've set it up so that there are hashtags for everything that needs to be changed. So just spend a few minutes to go through this, find the hashtags and replace it with whatever it says. So this one says here, your email address. So you'll need to change that with your email address, your company name, all this sorts of stuff. So go through this. So we've got the refund policy, we've got the terms of service, and we've got the privacy policy. Go through them, make the changes accordingly. Then at the bottom, change the footer. So you're going to put in your company name, you're going to put in your email address, and then once you're happy with that, just click save. And you'll see that we'll be taken back to the funnel page, and we can see there it says demo policy. It's there, and on the right hand side we've now got some options where we can actually go and visit that page. We can rename it within the funnel. If we haven't named it correctly, we can edit it, we can duplicate it, we can delete it. Okay, so we've got those sorts of options. So now let's jump back, and we need to start creating some of the actual product pages within the funnel. So what should we go with? An add free shipping or an add just pay shipping page? Should we go with that one? So we'll click with this one. As you can see, we're gonna go, I'm just gonna put in a title, demo product there, and we can activate a countdown if we want. Okay, and here we can simply just start editing some of the text. The text that you want to change is indicated with X's to make it simple, so it stands out, you know exactly what to change. And just by highlighting them, you can start changing them. Okay, it's as simple as that. We've got a range of editing buttons on the left hand side for bold, italic, underline, changing the colors, the font, simple stuff like that. Okay, so you just go through it and you can change the price. So we can say, I'm going to just put $7.95 for the purposes of this. I'm going to go into the button, I'm going to take the X out. And here, this is the order bump, very important. So you've got two things here. You need to change how many they're going to go for. So I'm just going to put in 2, and then I'm going to change the second section to necklaces. So you see, check this box if you would like to upgrade your order and receive 2 necklaces. Just pay whatever. So what would we say for 2? We might say $12.95. you know, so they're getting a bit of a discount for getting 2 to cover shipping and handling. Grab yours before the timer ends. You know, so we've got the share buttons there. If we wanted to, well, we would want to change the image for your funnels. So you can see as I hover over it, we've got the camera icon. Click on that and upload your image for that, and that'll do. And then obviously we've got the footer where we can change the text here. We can just, you know, come in here and change that. Very, very easily. And then obviously we've got this about the support, and we can, if we obviously we need to put in our email address, so we put in our email address there, and that's the simple part of this. Okay, they're very, very simple. We've changed that. We've changed the image. We've changed on the text. We've put in the name that we want. We can activate the timer if we want. Just by clicking on that, choosing the year, choosing what we in June, we'll go with June, and we'll go with, you know, whatever. Put in a time, and yeah, that will activate that. Then what we do is we click save. We will need to come back to this page to change the links. So to links to the policy page, to links to the subsequent pages, but we'll do that right at the end once we've created all the pages. So we're now going to create the upgrade page. Again, we're going to put in a name for this. So again, I'm just going to leave it how it is. We've got this image of these earrings that complement the necklace. So we would highlight that, we'd click on it, and we would upload the photograph of the upgrade product that we want to offer. We come in here and we type in that. We can change some of the text however we feel is appropriate. We can change the features, you know, feature 1, whatever, feature 2. We change the button, start graduate order, so it's $14.99. We've got 2 links. So this is what we were speaking about when we're going to have the PayPal buttons. Now we're actually going to need 4 PayPal buttons, 2 for each upgrade page, because obviously they're going to come to this page, they've chosen the front end product, and they're either going to choose that they want to upgrade it, so they're going to upgrade for another $14.99, or you're going to say no, you know, so they're going to be, so say in this instance, the front end product was $7.95 for that shipping. For this second one, it's going to be an extra $14.99. So that would be $14.99 and $7.95. So we would have a PayPal button for that. And for this one, they say, no thanks, we just want the front end product. So that needs to be a PayPal button for $7.95, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we will change all this, the footer again. And once we're happy with that, we're going to click save. That'll take us back. Now what we need to do is, because we were talking about the fact that there is the order bump, and you know, people will either want 1 version, 2 version, however what we set it up on the front end product, we're going to need a second upsell page. So we click on page options and we click on duplicate, and here we go, we've got the copy. We rename it, and what I like to do is put in order bump here, so I know that that's the specific. This is the one that needs to have the additional costs for the second front end product. So now we can go in there. It doesn't need to be edited. It does not need to be edited at this moment in time, because it needs to be exactly the same as the other upsell page. The only difference is that you're going to have these PayPal buttons. So like I spoke about on the first one, where they've just chosen to have one of the front end product, this button would be $7.95 plus the upgrade cost, which is $14.95. If they say no, it's just $7.95. Now this order bump page includes that secondary product on the front end, which we chose as $12.95. So you're going to need a PayPal button to be $12.95 plus $14.99 for this one, whereas this one's just going to be the $12.95. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Okay, that's the only difference, and that's why we need the secondary pages. Okay, so Once we've done that, we can then click on the add thank you page. And again, we put in a name. We're going to go with demo thanks. Again, we could change the image if we wanted to. Both of these images can be edited. We've just got a simple situation here. Again, we need to just change our company name and support details here. And that's it. We're processing your order. You can add some further information if you want here, but we just click save. So once these simple pages have been created, we then need to link them up to the other pages, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the demo product, the product page. We're going to click on edit. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to here where we've got the refund terms and policy. We're going to go over it, then where it says edit the link. We're going to click on that, and we can see that we've got the opportunity to add a funnel link or an external link. So what we're going to do is we're going to just choose the demo policy here. So where it says link, we've got a drop down link, and we can choose any of the pages within our funnel. We're just going to choose demo policy, and we're going to click OK. So that will now link to the demo policy page that we've created. We now need to add these pages, because on the product page, these aren't actually product pages. They're just linking to the second page of the funnel. So we're going to highlight that. We're going to click on edit. We're going to click on funnel link, and you can see that we've got a link and we've got a secondary link. So the link is to go to the upsell, and the secondary one is to go to the order bump. So very, very simple. We just click OK. That's done. We just click save. That page is done. We can then go to the upsell buttons, or the upsell pages, sorry, and we can click in here. And what we do is we click on the edit. We make sure we've got the funnel link selected. We choose demo policy. We click OK. Now for these two buttons, it's slightly different. We need to go and get a PayPal code. Okay, we need to go and get a PayPal code. And what we would do is we would click on the buttons like that. We would click on the edit link. We'd click on external link. And here we would delete that. And in here, we would paste the PayPal link in there. Once we got that in. So here's where we want to stick the PayPal link. So we'll just jump across to PayPal. There'll be a separate video to show exactly how to create these and the ones that you need to create. So just paste that in there, we click OK, and we would do exactly the same with the second one for the people that just want to buy the product, that don't want to choose the upgrade as well. And once we're happy with that, we click save, and we'll go back to the funnel, and we can see now that the pages element is all completed. Okay, so all we need to do is we need to make sure that we've got all of our PayPal buttons created so we can paste them in the correct links, and that's basically done. Beneath there will be another video that shows you how to set up with the autoresponder as well, and then you can move forward. But this is exactly how you would create the funnel in its entirety.